and to make it in a way that sounds like it's super important, but no one's sitting there to call BS on it because they're too busy. Clients have been in meetings since COVID, stuck in meetings, stuck at working at home. They haven't looked the consumer in the eye. If they ask the consumer, does viewability matter? Consumer will say, well, if you want me to see it, it should be in view all the time. If you're not, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? And just because it's in view doesn't mean I even care. Do a better job of matching up things of my interest within my line of sight that I care about. Now we can talk. That's a basic conversation. You'd be amazed that's not even happening. So developing your own language. The other thing is fear is one of the stickiest things in life. Fear. Fear is the world's currency. Entire countries are run on fear. Dictators run on fear. Military runs on fear. The amount of money we spend on defense contracts is all based on fear. We've given up the freedom to reach the consumer on the open web out of fear. It's unsafe. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have all these measures now. We got to block these websites, these domains. These countries aren't safe. So that has given up control and allowed people to establish different levels of power and different levels of rules. And this is how viewability now becomes a thing. Oh, but we are going to make sure that it is viewed. What do you mean, make sure? I shouldn't cut you a check unless it's not sure. So I think the language has accelerated so far past the marketer. They're now unpacking the bill of goods they sold. They realized they were sold BS. So now they're starting to say, okay, this didn't make no sense anyway. And I had to pay you for that? And wasn't it doing it anyway? But some of these people didn't grow up in marketing and don't have the history I've had going back to 99 and understanding this stuff was in existence for 10 years. No one even talked about it. It wasn't a thing. Because if they didn't view it, they didn't even click on it anyway. You got 0 clicks. They call it road blocking. We just want to give you this ad view so a competitor doesn't show up there, but it's not going to get a lot of impressions or clicks. But you just need to own the view. If on all the views that are possible. So we've now dismissed road blocking, and now it's viewability. And you listen to these currencies that are being merchandised with money like they matter, and they should have been just what was a part of what you got at a very basic level. It's kind of like Spirit Airlines saying, "You want to go to the bathroom? We're going to charge you $25." What? People go to the bathroom for free in the park, but I'm on a plane and now you got to charge me where I'm already paid. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I think people just aren't calling out the ignorance and saying, you know what, just stop it. Okay, do something that is an exceeding tremendous amount of value that teaches me something about the consumer. This business is creating technologies, tools, tactics that are teaching you nothing about the consumer. It's like ad tech playing around with its Lego sandbox and moving pieces around because it's not really innovating. If you were really innovating, we would have gone to the attention conversation so many years ago. Because my whole thing is proper attention moves way past viewability and safety. Because that means you're reaching people who actually care. And they're not in a shady, do shady, be shady mode. They're in a high intent buyer purchaser mode. You focus on those people, you don't need safety. You're already safe. It's like we're going to play inside the gated community, in the gated street, in the gated driveway, with the people who live in a house with an alarm system. What are you talking about safety? Doesn't get any safer. That's really the reality of precision targeting. You don't need safety if you're already very precise, but that is a very manual endeavor. And what you find is that no one wants to actually work. They just want the machines to sort it out. And they're only as good as the people programming them. And as you probably realize, a lot of the people programming these machines, they kind of suck.